It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. One of the things he's doing and his offensive coordinator is to make sure their wonderful wide receiver gets the ball. This transfer came in and has really put up yards and been productive. Close to 1,000 yards here today. He said, we're going to look on the play sheet, make sure we're getting him the ball, keeping track of how many times he's touching it. That's the game plan they're starting with. I'll keep you posted how that looks here in the first quarter. Guys?
All right, Holly. And the Bruins ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. It's dropped after taking the hit. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Anderson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Well, there was a lot discussed and a lot talked about with Lincoln Riley and his job of recruiting and the class he brought in. You're seeing now a true freshman already making a play in this one. And when you take those young players, David, and you add them to an offense already featuring quarterbacks like Jaden Mayava, some of these other skilled players they still have, this could be a very special year for the Trojans.
And it's such a big year for them anyways, obviously with their coach, everybody talking about it. They got to have success. They bring in a ton of guys and a ton of stars next to those guys, and performing early and how they can grow up fast will go a long way in determining of whether USC can make the playoff.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. They're all over him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Knocked down immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert to 4th down, and it paid off.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. One final play before the end of the quarter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. We're just not able to be on the same page there.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Makes the grab. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The sure hands, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, number 19. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Stopped right there.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wideout. Out wide left, it's Grove. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to field this one. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. Keeps it himself. Got an alley. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Anderson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught by Williams on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Bowman. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Running inside, it's Jordan. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right at the line. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snags it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Trojans looking to convert on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Wants to throw on first. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 17 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's the Horned Frogs, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Knight.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Matthews. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The ride. They put the brakes on it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Mayava. And the timing just a hair off.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Bowman. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The noise level is relentless here on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Trojans!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Number 48, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Tells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Matthews. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Hits inside, it's Knight. Just smothered on the play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Snapped on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Trojans will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking for a huge play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Long way to go on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Rushes on. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, USC. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Rashida Downs going up top. Fires one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Out wide right, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the delay, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.